Give it up for George again. That was sick. The next comedian's kind of new to the scene. She seems pretty cool. Y'all give it up to Bonnie Janie.
Y'all get it? I'm not a Marilyn impersonator, but I caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror, and I thought, well, damn, they're gonna be thinking it. So anyway, so I've been learning how to do this, and I'm cutting my teeth. And one of the ways to learn is to go back and watch yourself. So I went back and watched some of my videos, and y'all, I've learned some pretty important stuff. Y'all want to know what it is? It's a pretty good one. So the first thing I learned is to tell the punchline. You actually have to say the punchline for the shit to be fucking funny. Because people don't laugh otherwise. And I was telling this joke about the time I decided to take on Tijuana, and Tijuana spit me out like I was nothing. I mean, just chewed me up and spit me out. And the punchline was, I finally made it to the border, and I'm in my flip-flops and my shorts and my sombrero that's covering my chest because I literally lost my shirt in Tijuana. And the border patrol guy felt so bad for me, he gave me a t-shirt that said, just say no to Mexico. And I was like, damn, now you tell me. But I never told that line. In the story, I just got lost up here, because it's a little nerve-wracking up here, y'all, just a little bit. So I forgot what I was saying. I never said the punchline, so it wasn't very funny. And the second thing I learned was, if you do tell the punchline, say it correctly. Because that's kind of important. And I know you guys are probably thinking, God did not give her a lot of common sense. And you're right, he didn't, but I can learn. So what I was doing was, what was it when I didn't tell it correctly? I was telling a story about a piece of paper that you can get down at the courthouse that is guaranteed to keep you together until death do you part, until one of y'all dies. Does anybody here that night? Do you remember what that piece of paper is? It's not a marriage license, not a marriage license. There is one piece of paper though. Till one of y'all dies, you're staying together. It's called a property deed. If both of y'all's names are on a paid-for house, I promise you, it don't matter what they do, it don't matter how pissed off you are, neither one of y'all are going anywhere. You might as well just sit your ass down, because you ain't going nowhere when the house is paid for. So, but I didn't say property deed, y'all. I said property bond. And then, just one word, I told more about myself than I ever intended to on this stage. I was like, damn, you gotta say it right, girl. And the third thing I learned was, oh goodness, don't get lost, Bonnie. What was the third thing I learned? Oh my God, okay, you gotta say it correctly. Oh, then you have to dress appropriately. And see, I can learn, these are skirts, there's shorts under here. And I was telling the story about the time that I snuck onto this great big roller coaster that still to this day I am not big enough to ride. I won't pass the test. So I snuck past the safety guy, and I was telling the story about how I was sitting on there and I was hanging onto the bars, and I was sitting on this very stool, y'all. I was sitting right here, and I was wearing a skirt. And I was going, I'm gonna die! And I flashed the entire audience. The entire audience. And you might think that that's a little bit embarrassing. It's not quite as embarrassing as the time that I lost my fake boobs out the bottom of my dress in the middle of a dance floor, because that happened. And then I kicked them, and they were connected with this little plastic thing in the middle. So now they're flying through the air, and one of them hit the damn wall, and the other one's just hanging there like twerking to the beat of the bass. And I had to go and retrieve those boobs off the wall in front of everybody. So it might not have been that embarrassing, but y'all, the guy who was videoing for me was streaming live at the time, so I flashed the whole internet. So dress appropriately. So tell the punchline, tell it correctly, and then dress appropriately. And the third thing I learned was that the funniest things are totally non-scripted. You know, they're just things that happen in life. And the other day I was down at the hardware store and I was buying a new shovel because there's someone else on the property deed. And this lady in front of me, she was frantic, and she was telling the guy, she said, I've been to 3 stores and I can't find one. Everybody says they don't have one. He says, well, what do you need? And she said, I need a metric crescent wrench. or if this is a joke, but I'm laughing either fucking way, because you just made my whole month. Because there is no such thing as a metric crescent wrench, y'all. I was laughing so hard, I put the damn shovel back. I realized my man ain't that damn stupid. He might deserve a second chance. So I put the shovel